As the sun makes us suspiciously hazy exit out of the Twin Cities, what the hell is this? And what is this? Chevy, my goodness. Or this is a Ford. It's a Ford. It's a Ford. Jesus, I didn't even get it in the shot. I gotta go pick up my stick. I found a rebar stick, a good lid popper. And I'll show you where I found it. I might as well show you. Sun's making an exit, so we gotta do this quickly before it gets too dark.
So this is just a kind of a random scout. I was just nosing along the riverfront at the water's edge here, the Mississippi River, Minneapolis, at the university campus, and we just kind of did some poking around, some checking some things out, and that's about it.
There's Heinrich's building. We've been in there before. We went into the building. You know what? I'm going to stop here and take a gas reading. I've been curious, and there's no cops here. I ran into a cop here. He was very
I ran into a cop, and he was very dishonest, and he was creepy.
He lied to me immediately. He came up to me and he lied to me. He lied to me immediately, which made me nervous. So, like, you know, he came up to me, he lied to me, and then he was questioning me. And then it was like, okay, I'm just going to go, buddy. Okay, you're acting spooky. You know, I don't know what you're trying to stir up here, but I'm out of here. That was weird. But he was trying to start something, or make an issue. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. But here it is. I'm not afraid to tell you where it is. It's right here. Everybody knows it. Heinrich's Cave is right down there. It's a building. It was not a brewery. They was trying to get in right there. Boom, baby. They got a sign there warning you of bats.
Yeah, sick bats. It's always sick bats, baby. It's never. Why aren't the bats healthy? Why are no bats in this area healthy? And they tell us that cavern, quote unquote, behind that we just took a peekaboo into the entryway for, that was dug out by gangsters for storing booze. Right there. There was a brewery on top. I think I point the camera up here. Right there. There's one of the buildings, and they it's way up there. See, and they say that brewery the gangsters were storing booze underneath in those caves right there, as if that was smart. Right there in the open, right in the drive. Yeah, that was smart, eh? Give me a break. They're hiding booze that way.
Why? I'm more interested in what's in this. And there's the cops.
Again.
Immediately, I smell gas, but
same spot.
I'm gonna quickly just keep walking this way and show you all this. And I'm just gonna turn around.
In the same fucking spot. You gotta be kidding me, baby.
It's all blocking it. You might as well. What's all this?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It was creepy as well.
Weird.
And creepy.
Any markings?
No.
What the hell is that?
It's ugly, that's for certain.
Top. Okay. And the cops come right when I fucking go. You gotta be kidding me, man. They're so on the spot. It's ridiculous. They have to cut it out.
Oh, you're getting mad.
It's not their business anyway. It's not their business.
Oh, pants.
About what's going on here.
You're getting mad.
I smell the gas, so I'm gonna take a reading. Isn't that ridiculous? They come right by. I'm out here acting stupid. I don't care. It pisses me off.
You're bent out of shape.
Leave us the fuck alone.
Oh, pants. Pants on the ground. People are sick of your potty mouth, baby. You better cut that out. They're sick of it.
Shoot, doggy. I smell gas. I want to take a reading. Just quickly.
We've been here before.
See it here?
And you can hear the air coming out. Listen. Hang on. That sound of air is from there.
See up here?
It's blowing out.
I don't know if you can see or not. Sorry if you can't.
Can you hear the air? That's the sound of the air coming out of there. It's blowing out like a fan. And it reeks.
Boy, it really reeks, but it's not picking anything up. Nada.
It is blowing out of
this thing. It just smells. It's not gas. It's not gas.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm checking out all these different holes and stuff because there's a lot of air coming through them. Like that hole I first checked right there was, I mean, you can kind of hear it. It's blowing through there like a fan. and it smells like gas. You could smell it on the drive when you're driving by with your windows up, the air coming out of there. So I was shocked that there was no gas, but I guess that's just the putrid smell of the underworld. It's very putrid. Smells very almost like gas, but it's just rotten.
My lighter goes off. But so okay, let's get away from here before the cops come back. I don't want to start a big issue. Surprised he didn't turn around with my car parked right there, but let me just get up there and take a quick reading as well while my meter is still on. Because I heard them talking about gas in this one. I said, no, there's no way.
This tiny little thing, no, there's no way. It's too small.
The only reason you gotta worry about gas, and I've been trying to confirm this with my other meter as well. The only concern with gas is when people are spray painting and stuff. There's nothing. Nothing, man. It's when people are spray painting and lighting fires inside of the buildings, inside of the caves. That's when it's dangerous, and that's when you get CO2.
Yeah, that's when you get carbon monoxide to build up into in confined spaces, and that's when it gets dangerous. Is when people are spray painting, and people don't know that usually when these folks are out there or down there spray painting and such, they bring proper gear and proper protective equipment when they're down there spray painting. The folks that are doing the better pieces and such, and but some the younger ones, they don't know, and it's always like the first thing they want to do is light the fire when they get down, and they're already being rebellious, and then they want to take it further by lighting a fire in these caves, and that's the one thing that gets it killed. That's what causes carbon monoxide to build up into a confined space, and then you to get suffocated and to not make it out of the cave. But besides that, there's not much going on for just gas being leaking from certain areas into these caves. At least not in my area. There's not much for gas ever being picked up. I have a meter that can take readings. I don't have to use it ever. It's never picking anything up that's out of the usual, out of the ordinary. So, hang on a moment. We're gonna jump up the drive here, up to a new location. Rising up right there, these walls, and then there's all this clean water coming up. That's from the rain that we had recently, but. Yes, if you notice here, there's a wall, and this is the wall, and there was a culvert underneath that went through that wall and under the street into the river, which is just behind me. And that's how it works all the way down this 5-mile drive along the riverfront on the water's edge. And that right there is from the rain, but that was supposed to be directed through a culvert that goes underneath and dumps into the river. And it's clogged up. It's always been clogged up and draining over the street since I've been alive. And look at the smoke in the air, baby. All this smoke. I don't know what that was. We got smoked out that night, and it went away the next day. But we're going to take a tripsy-poo up here along the water's edge, and we're going to take along the water's edge, and we're going up to the wall, baby. The fortified wall. There's fortified walls on either side on both banks, fortifying the city and protecting it from invaders, from drunk Phoenician armies coming off their boats with their slaves and prostitutes and their drugs, and they're always drunk. Okay, we've heard all the stories and all the depictions of those Anunnaki Phoenicians, and they're drunkards, and they ain't nothing nice. They ain't nothing nice, baby. They ain't nothing nice. So we're gonna take a look at this enormous wall. It's enormous because it fortifies. It's a fortified wall. It fortifies and defenses the city. 65 feet high. Let's get closer. We have to hurry. It's getting dark, and now we're getting smoke. That's not cloud cover. There's not a cloud in sight. It's smoke. So it must be wildfire or something somewhere. I don't know. That's what it was like when we had wildfires. Yeah. It's all smoky and hazy. Yeah, that's like when we get wildfires. I can smell it too. There must be something up in Canada or something. I don't know. Okay. I'm just parked in the middle of the street. Okay. Hey, whiz. Oh, goodness. There she be, fortifying the city from the river down there. We're on a flat level terrace, and the next terrace goes straight, after this fence, goes straight down. So we got these stepping terraces, stepping all the way up to downtown, away from the river, Mississippi. Now that we're parked, now we can go. Let's get moving. Getting dark rather quickly. This wall is 65 feet high. Give me a break. It's the original rendering. It's the original rendering. It's still smoked and damaged. I'll show you something over here that'll prove it.
And now I can see how to get up on top where I wanted to get to yesterday. It's overhanging, lots of rock curtains hanging over and lots of falling rubble. See the hanging over? Very dangerous, very prone to collapse. And actually walking in there, you can end up going down into it and getting pinched and caught and stuff.
Yes, I found that a lot of this stuff is loose, and a lot of the debris has just fallen. So you can actually get pinched. It's quite loose in there sometimes, especially in St. Paul. There are some recent collapses that are quite dangerous to even be near the debris field. The debris field is very deep, a lot deeper than you think. And sometimes, yeah, you can get pinched really easily. I almost have gotten pinched a few times by my feet sinking down into stones further than I thought they would. So...
This is a fortified wall that fortifies the city from the river. And it has it on both sides.
All the way to St. Paul.
This was a clearing right here between the walls, but the wall then continues again right here. So there's a wall right there, and then there's a clearing right here. It must have been a boat landing or something, I don't know.
And same on this side where I am. Same on this side. There was a clearing, like a boat landing.
Let's take a look at this. Wow, if we have enough time, I am going to walk up there. If we have enough time, I am going to walk up there. Yeah. First of all, I see these things out here.
Yeah.
Right into this first.
Yeah.
And the lead paint on it is melted and hot and viscous. Yes, it was.
Yes, it is.
That's the metal, and it doesn't rust. And that's got to be about, I mean, this is heavy. This has got to be like 12, 10 gauge in steel. Dunk. Heavy. It's not ours. Another one laying right here. Same one.
Melted paint.
With the boiled paint. There's some bricks right here in
the stream.
Like something here.
The streams are constructed. Ain't no big deal.
But here, so let's come up closer to this wall, eh? And there's nothing. I checked that. There's nothing there. Masonry walls underneath the tree. Why it didn't do so hot. And the moss eating the carbon-14 off of the structure. Present wherever there's water, always, and carbon-14 off the bricks. Yes, that's right. Or just carbon-14. Oh, here's my collection from yesterday of little melt chunks. I found this bad boy with a little piece of like metal in it or something, or that's a mortar joint or metal. I think it's a piece of metal because there's like a tag right there or something that was like, I don't know. It's melted, whatever it is, just conglomerates of melt, and they're everywhere. There's pieces of melted brick and stuff. They're blown out and damaged. And you ain't kidding. You tell me this wasn't hot and viscous. You tell me it wasn't hot and viscous.
We don't have volcanoes.
Okay.
We don't have volcanoes.
Look at that obsidian right there. Obsidian, and it's black obsidian.
And we shouldn't have that either.
Glass. Now, before it gets dark, this is where it gets really good. There's a red brick right there, and there's bricks everywhere, baby.
They're all bricks.
Back here. Who's coming up? Who's coming back here to dump? It's coming off the structure, and this is more melty stuff. There's little clumps of melt everywhere, like ash or coal. I mean, that's pretty big coyote shit right there. That's a pretty big pile of coyote shit. So I better be careful back here as well. I didn't think about that yesterday. I gotta think about there's city coyotes. Strange when you have a major metropolitan area
mixed with the Northwoods.
Relatively.
In the woods, pretty much.
What is that name? Weechi. I don't know what language that even is. On this terracotta pipe. On the terracotta pipe, that comes with me too. That's a strange name. I put that brick there yesterday, but you know, these here is in the limestone. They still got mortar between them and all this mortar. It's mortar.
Yes, it is.
It's mortar. Yes, it is. Sorry, this phone don't like the dark. It don't like the dark. I was looking at this.
There's the bricks, baby.
Here's the wall.
There's the
Boom.
wall.
65 feet high. That's the original rendering. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
They haven't done anything with this wall. It's been sitting here damaged since the event. And look at it now. Where the old meets where the natural meets the, wait. No, it's just fucked up is all it is. It's an X factor damaged wall. Blown out, heat damaged, and it's being fed off of by moss and like having a feast here off the carbon-14. Where? Well, there's a pipe up there, see? And it's dripping down constantly. That's why the moss is only right there, not right there. or not right here on these bricks. And there's not supposed to be any construction over here. They say this is natural. They say this is natural over here. All this stuff, this limestone out brick. They say this is natural. Ancient embankments for the river. No, they're not. There's construction back here at a cock angle. You can see they're constructed. Okay, this is just way more damaged over here. This is just a beach up. And this tree burnt to an ashen crisp.
I found another one of these too. And don't scream lightning. I can show you 1,000 lightning struck trees all the way down to the roots. But this is different. That was different. I found another one just like this.
I've shared a video from there too, of a lightning garden. And the tree, there's so many trees that get struck all the time, and not one of them is like this.
No.
And there are trees that are struck to the bottom, to the roots, but none of them are like this. There's a Ford ST. There's this burbles. With his light burbles, maybe with his light burbles. It's better than the gunshots. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Okay, yeah. And they don't think they're gonna lift the head. And they don't think they're gonna lift the head. And they don't think they're gonna lift the head eventually with all those. Give me a break. All that back pressure. So this is always constantly dripping, and that's why it is being fed off of by the moss. They're having a feast. This is all lichen over
Look at all
here
the bricks
on
in
top
there,
of the
in the wall.
concrete. The rendering. There's bricks inside. You can see those bricks inside.
Yes, inside. Now, hang on. Back up, Pants, right to where you were looking at. Look at that side of the wall, eh? Hey, look at this side of the wall, eh? Hang on. What are you doing?
Yes, there is. And there's bricks and concrete and the blocks inside.
Hang on.
And everywhere.
Pants. Not yet. Not yet.
Being fed off of by the moss. They're having a feast. This is.
Now look at the bricks over here. Give me a break. Give me a break. They're bricks rendered with concrete, and look at the rendering has come off this section of the wall, and look what's behind. A bunch of messed up bricks, a bunch of muffed up bricks, baby, in position. A bunch of muffed up, and they blocked up from down beneath, because the heat came from where, guys and gals? The bottom, and it went up the buildings, That's what seems to be the common theme around worldwide, and it seems to be one event that caused this signature of obvious damage to the buildings. And it seems to have been an event that left this place empty. This one super event I'm talking about. I don't see evidence for other events. I know people say they see multiple events. I don't see the evidence for it. I see evidence of one event having left one obvious, specific type of signature on every building in the entire known world. In the entire known world, it left the same signature imprint on nearly every old structure. Yes, it did. And it's very much easy to pick out. It's from the bottom up, and it's the masonry in the buildings, and you can see. It was all the same event. It was the same thing. Whatever caused it, it was the same thing that caused it in China. The buildings to have the same effect, to have the same outcome in China, and to have the same outcome in India, and to have the same outcome in North America, South America, means that it just suggests to me that this would be one event. We're looking at one super event that happened worldwide. It left this place empty, and whoever came in afterwards or survived it knew that this place would replenish itself. Even after such a world-ending, end-all event, somebody knew, and these aren't the good folks, they knew that this place would recover. So who were they and how they know it was? Because after an event like that, I don't think anybody who would have survived would have thought that anything else was going to be happening here. I mean, would you really think that there's much going to happen? You know, what hope would you have in a future after having the entire world have just been killed? Everybody's dead. Not many survived. Where does the hope come from in that? But they had it. They knew that they would recover somehow. So who were these people who survived? What was this event? And how they know that they'd have a chance to get on top one step ahead? How they know they would get one step ahead? Because obviously they would have had to have known this before this event happened. They would have had to have known this. They would have had to have been aware that such an event was bound to happen. Wouldn't they have had to have known that? That's what I would think, because they survived it and they came back with some evil plans that are being orchestrated right now. Right? Yeah. What's going on here? I don't know, baby.
all lichen over here on top of the concrete, the rendering. There's bricks inside. You can see those bricks inside. And concrete cinder blocks. Yes, there is. And there's bricks and concrete cinder blocks inside and everywhere. There's bricks, there's bricks. And there's like, at that foundational level, there was like, I was finding concrete stuff over here, slabs of concrete, and just all sorts of neat stuff. You know, and they say this side's natural. This is just a bastion. This is just a and there's a pipe up there. See the moss having a feast here after carbon-14. Oops. There you go. Having a feast. Now, you think that's erosion. You may have brain damage. Okay, maybe not. But think about it now. Think about this carefully. And now, if you still think that this happens by erosion, you might have brain damage. Because now you had twice to think about this. And look, it's dripping. You're not looking close enough. Let's get closer. It's dripping. No. The concrete don't drip when they lay it down. And look, it's blown into pebbles.
Look at the bricks on the right.
Blown out into pebbles. And this is a huge patch of lichen on the surface, an inch thick, eating off the carbon-14, having a feast. That's all this. Here's a sheet of lichen. That's a sheet of moss. And their favorite meal is water with the bricks. This is 65 feet high. It's all original and it's melted and damaged. Heat came from the bottom up. This part survived. Pocket of survival right here. And there's concrete and bricks everywhere. This was a red brick structure. You can see the bricks and their joints and the red color over here still in the gray. And we can look over here at the top of this and you're gonna see the pipe that floweth endlessly. It floweth endlessly, those red bricks and stuff stuck in the rubble everywhere and what have yous. It's weird. And there's the pipe, a big thick pipe, like 1 inch thick. 1 inch thick. Coming out of the hillside. And there's a walkway up there. And it's very damaged in sections. I don't know if I want to walk on it today. But I'm sure there's a lot of drain entrances into these, this was a bastion wall. We have bastion walls here with these big bastions that come out of them. They're bricks have turned to limestone. Boom, baby, they're all the same size brick. All the same size brick for the most part. Even still in this damaged state, you can see what they were and you can see what they still are. They're bricks in position and they've just come together and did a dance. They got hot, they got melty, and they got it on, baby. The wall sticking out of the ground. It's supposed to be natural limestone. No, it's not. It's all masonry materials.
Yes, it is.
Flat surface masonry materials here being fed off by the carbon-14. Look, there's heat damage on that side. Look at that. Give me a break. Give me a break. There's a few roaches there, so I'll let you guys hang out there. Okay. So. Anywho.
So we're poking around a little bit here, a little bit more, a little poking around. And I'll show you what I found over here. I think it was possibly done by the event. Let me see if I can skip up to it.
Boy, straight to my knees. That stuff was hot. I was not expecting that sauce to be so hot. I mean, I don't know why I ghost pepper stuff. That was the ultimate. I didn't think they had that much in them. To be honest. I underestimated the ghost, and I brought me to my knees. No diddy. Brought me to my knees. No diddy. Baby. I can't find my pipe. I'm gonna cry. I must have brought it over there. I'm not that stupid. I wouldn't have done that. Maybe you are that stupid. I don't know. Don't you know? I stepped right on it, wouldn't you know? I stepped right on that sucker. Look, it's already bent from the X Factor. It's already bent, ready to go, baby.
Look at that.
A brand new lid popper.
A brand new one.
Rebar. Bent. Look at this. It even got bent up here at the handle. It's got a bent hook too. Pop the lids, baby. It's got to pop the lids. Do you know that you can buy one of these on Amazon? A piece of rebar like this. German made. Just a bent piece of rebar with a hooked.
Yeah.
A 90
like a J end or like a or a 90-degree, and they're $125.
Bent into different shapes and such, but $100 for one of these suckers. A piece of rebar bent in a specific way. $100 on Amazon. Give me a break. I just found one. And this stuff don't rust. This old world stuff don't rust, baby. It don't rust. So that's coming with me. I was very pleased to find this. And look at that there. The metal does not rust. I can make a go-kart with that, baby. Make a go-kart frame with that.
So I think that's all I got for you. I love you all and take care. Here's the wall again, 65 feet tall, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Back in the melt. And that was melted, baby. You saw that. As you saw that, it was all structured and it was all damaged. That stream right there, man-made. It's for the wall. And we continue on, and I'll be back with you. I'll be back with you, baby. You better believe it. I got tons more that we're going to talk about and to share. Newfound discoveries, and I'm working on it right now. So I'll see you soon.